Welcome everybody to another episode of Latifs Inspired. An amazing little episode for you guys today. I am going to be making one of the most popular dish on the Indian restaurant menu and all over India. Pakistan's got their own take on it as well. This is the butter chicken. So today I'm going to be making the Indian restaurant style butter chicken. I've had a few requests on my Instagram page. How do you make this amazing butter chicken at home? So I thought, why not in a home setting cook this dish for you guys? So I'm going to be giving away these little secret tips for you guys to enjoy the best curry at home. So Ramadan Mubarak, it's the last 10 days of Ramadan, and being a Muslim, and there's a saying what the Prophet ﷺ said, the best charity is the charity given in Ramadan. So as you know, I'm supporting Muslim Aid this year, and there are so many people in crisis all around the world, especially in Palestine, and it hurts my soul when I watch the news and on Instagram and etc. People can't get basic essentials like food and so on. It doesn't matter religion, background, wherever. When you see women and kids and people just starving in this day and age, it's just very dehumanizing. So I just hope with Muslim Aid, they're a legitimate company and they've been working for years and years, and they're out there in global crisis helping out all these countries that need our help. So please donate. Now let's crack on with this butter chicken. Here are the ingredients: fine wrapped tomatoes, ginger garlic, chicken. Now lamb chops. If you want me to make anything, put it on the suggestion box on the comment section. I'd appreciate that. I'm thinking of making a lamb curry because of that. Oh, look at that fat and everything. If it renders out into that sauce, it's going to be absolutely amazing. Give you inspiration to make something for Eid. And I guess what? I found this a lovely little bargain. So these are the little sides of ribs and so on. And he said I can make lamb soup and stuff. So I'm thinking of what to do with this and maybe to make a little video out of it. So if you want to see it, put it on the comment section. I mean, what you want to see with this offcuts of the lamb chops. And we're going to make this butter chicken. So I've got all the ingredients ready. Now I'm going to start cooking. Firstly, I'm going to start with marinating the chicken. So here you go, 500 grams of chicken. Cut it into nice little pieces to imitate chicken tikka style. So now the spices are going in. About 1 teaspoon turmeric for color and flavor. Kashmiri chilli powder, 2 teaspoons. I'm going to need to add a bit of salt. About 1 teaspoon of salt. And for all that to get stuck into the chicken, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of mustard oil. So there you go. Let's just give this a mix. And once I've mixed this up, I'm going to leave it in the fridge while I make the base gravy. There's a few steps to making this dish. Step 1 is obviously marinate the chicken, which I'm doing now. Then I'm going to make a base gravy, a special base gravy for this butter chicken. And then we're going to actually cook the actual butter chicken. So 3 steps for you guys. Beautiful. Now this is going to go in the fridge. Now to make the base gravy, we're going to need 1 onion. That's 1 onion gone in. Now I'm going to use these vine ripe tomatoes. I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, 4. I think someone said Rick Stein uses that little top bit to get all that fragrance. Wow, very fragrant. I just love the flavor of these. Let me just give this a quick wash. I'm going to put these coriander stalks in all. It's got lovely fragrance and flavor. So this is the garlic. So a heaped teaspoon, 1, 2 teaspoon, the garlic. Now this has been just put into a blender and it goes a bit green, but it's perfectly fine. And just a little bit oil just to keep it good. So that's 1, 2 teaspoons of garlic gone in. Salt, this is a small teaspoon, so about 1.5 teaspoons, which is perfectly fine. Now for richness, we're using cashew nuts. This is half a cup. So cashew nuts is going to build a lovely little flavor. Now for flavor and color, we're going to be using a tomato puree. So 1, 2, About 3 tablespoons of tomato puree gone in there. So just cooking oil. So 1, 2 tablespoons, that should do the business. And now for the spices. Kashmiri chili powder for a lovely color and flavor. So 1, 2, 3 teaspoons of Kashmiri chili powder, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 2 teaspoons of ground coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder. That should be enough for the powdered spices. Now for some water. 1, 2, about 3 cups, plenty of water to cook all the vegetables. Now we're going to put it on the gas. Now let's turn the gas on. Bismillah. Base gravy. So we're going to be cooking this for a good 1 hour. So now put a lid on and we'll come back to it shortly to check up on it after 10 minutes or so. It's been about 10 minutes. Let's have a look. Yo, everything's softening up wonderfully. Wonderful colors. Amazing fragrance. Put the lid back on. I'll come back to it when it's ready. Right, while the base gravy is cooking, we're going to go to step 2. Now for the chicken. Now let's put some oil in. Bismillah. 1, 2, 3. 3 tablespoons should be fine. Now in the restaurant we will stick the chicken in the tandoor oven. However, because we're at home, all that chicken has been lovely marinated in the fridge. Bismillah. We don't want to throw all the chicken in together because it's going to start steaming. We just want that fried flavour, so we might need to do it in 2 batches. Right, let's give this a turn. If you turn it too quick, the chicken's going to stick at the bottom, which we don't want. Right, when the chicken is cooked like this, nice little golden colour, and they're not sticking to the pan, that's when the chicken's ready. So now, that wonderful colours. Now for the rest of the chicken. Right, while the chicken is cooking, I want to whiz up the base gravy. Just add a bit of water just to loosen it up for the blender to work properly. Amazing colour already. So a good 4 to 5 minutes on a stick blender. Let's return the chicken back. So when you put it through the strainer, all those little bits stay and that lovely sauce just comes out. Right now, to cook the actual butter chicken, all that crust from that chicken, all that flavour, we're going to be using the same pan, guys. So let the oil heat up now. So 1 teaspoon of garlic. Sorry, that was ginger. And 1 teaspoon of garlic. More like 1.5 teaspoons. Let that rawness go. Reduce the gas to a low. Add some more spices. 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric powder. 1 teaspoon of ground coriander powder. Kashmiri chili powder. 1, 2. This is not as spicy as your chili powder. It gives a fantastic colour. Hence why I'm using a fair bit. Now when those spice hits the oil, this brings out that flavour of the spices. Spices can get damp. When you do this, it just wakes up all that flavour. Now the base gravy goes in. Wonderful. You can taste for salt if you wish. Yeah, it's going to need some salt. So a teaspoon of salt going in. Kasoori methi, 1 good tablespoon. Wonderful. Garam masala, about half a teaspoon. Now in the restaurant we use sugar, so a good tablespoon of sugar would complement all that flavour. Beautiful. Chicken going in. Wonderful. Now let this thicken up and all those flavours marry up together. And we're going to use some cream. About a cup full of cream. Beautiful. There you go. That's all the flavours gone in. Put a lid on. Cook it on a medium high heat and come back to it in a few minutes. Look at the state of the lid. Now I need to make it custard consistency, nice and thick. So let me reduce the gas. If I open the lid, it's going to start splatting on me, which I'm trying to avoid. Look at that. So this now put on a little simmer. So after I put the chicken in, I cooked it for a further 10 minutes. Now I believe this is ready. Look at that wonderful colour. Ready to eat. Now last but not least, we're going to be adding some butter. So butter, 1 tablespoon. Have to add butter and add it right in the end. There you go. So you get that fragrance and the flavour. That sauce is sticking to the chicken exactly how I wanted. Now turn the gas off and we're going to start serving. So here you go, butter chicken in all its glory. If you've enjoyed this, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and see you soon for some more videos at Latifs Inspired. Put on the comment section what you want to see with those lamb chops, don't forget, because I can't wait to cook that. Beautiful.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Now we are in a camp of tents distributing the bread to the residents of tents here in Rafah city. Many thanks for your donations in Muslim Aid. Your donations make us able to continue distributing bread to all the displaced families living in tents here in Rafah city. Inshallah ta'ala.
نبدأ سعادة جديدة.
هي رحلة لا تنتهي، سعي للخير وجهتي.